Thanks for taking some time with us. I was curious, in general, how has training camp gone, and how comfortable do you feel with the system going into the first game? Do you feel like you can play with confidence and not have to overthink too much?
Oh yeah, man. Training camp was great. We all got better, and I feel like coming in without the OTAs and the rookie mini camp and all that, I feel like with just training camp that I'm in a good position and I can definitely play fast without thinking. So
Go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Willie, good to see you. I want to follow up there on Pete's question. Is there something that you can specifically identify that makes you feel most confident that you're ready for this sort of first game without having preseason to sort of ramp you up for this?
uh man, really it's just like a everyday grind for me, man. I can't really point just a single thing out, but I'm just ready. I don't even know what to say. Been preparing since I landed in Kansas City, and it's almost time now.
Let's go to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Willie. Talking to Coach Tobe yesterday, you mentioned you're going to play a lot on special teams. How have you embraced those roles?
Oh man, I love them. Just to be on the field is a big blessing for me. So defense, offense, special teams, man, they all important. So to be able to say I'm gonna be a big time player on special teams is great. And I'm excited for that.
Let's go to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
Willie, and talking with some of the guys, some of the second-year guys, right, and asking them what's different now, to a man, they all kind of pointed to the fact that, that first year, it's so much about going to the combine, right? So much about getting ready, getting, almost a different kind of training than it is football training. And they felt like they're much more equipped. Darwin Thompson said this, that they're much more equipped to play football, that they're in better football shape. I don't suppose they would have said that sitting there year one, right? In where you are. So I'm just curious, looking at that view, what kind of shape do you think you're in? Do you feel like you've had time to adequately prepare to be in football shape? Or are you still kind of in that workout combine shape?
Oh yeah, well, man, we've been practicing for a long time now, and training camp was long. Of course, everyone knows that. So every single day of practice, you run hard and every single play. And of course, I'm a special teams guy, so you got as many plays as possible to run and get your work in, and so that really helps when game time comes.
Let's go to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Willie, I'm just curious, what do you remember about your first game at Mississippi State and getting out there on the field and kind of the emotions that were going through your mind that day?
Man, I still remember my first interview after that game, so it's crazy you asked. But, man, I just remember my first play on defense, like just seeing the student section and just like dreaming of that moment before, and now I'm living it, kind of like it's going to be this Thursday. So it's special for sure.
Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Willie, a couple things. First of all, how much are you expecting to play on Thursday night on defense? And also, what do you remember from that interview you just talked about, that interview after your first game at Mississippi State?
Well, I'm going to play as much as Coach Spags, allows me to. And whenever he puts me on the field, man, I'm going to be there. So that's all I can really say on that. And about that interview, they was really just asking me how did it feel to get my first action in the SEC and as a college player. And really it's going to feel just like this Thursday. I'm excited right now, a little nervous, because it's just a new scene for me. And but really ready to just get going and get this NFL career off to a good start.
Looks like we've got a couple more hands up. We'll go Karen and then Seren. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Willie. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. I'm having trouble with my computer, so just want to be sure you can hear me. Question is, Coach said there's so much unknown about this first game because of the virus and just because of all that. But here you are, and normally we would ask you, are you excited about the Arrowhead experience? Are you excited about what you've heard about that? You're with the Super Bowl team, but all those things are different. You got 17,000 fans, and has any of that taken away from the excitement you expect to feel running out on that field, even though there's only 17,000 people in the stadium?
Well, I'm just excited to be on the field with my team, and to finally get a chance to play in the NFL, But of course, I heard about the stadium and how rowdy it can get, and I love that kind of stuff. So, but to say that I can't play you know, with those fans in the stands this season, it hurts a little bit, but, you know, I'm still excited just as much. So